Have you ever played Banjo Kazooie Grunty's Revenge? A lot of people don't even know there was a whole separate Banjo Kazooie game made for the Game Boy Advance. This game was released in 2003 for the Game Boy Advance. It was published by THQ and developed by Rare, and I ended up picking it up for my collection. Even though this is the third title in the Banjo Kazooie series, it actually takes place between the events of the original Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie. In the game's story, Gruntilda, aka Grunty, is stuck beneath a boulder at the end of the original. She tasks her henchman Klungo to build her a mechanical body, which is called Mecha Grunty, and then she goes back in time to stop Banjo and Kazooie from ever meeting. Banjo, with the help from Mumbo Jumbo's magic, follows her to prevent the undoing of Banjo's destiny. Gameplay-wise, Rare retained the familiar collectathon platform spirit. In the game, you control Banjo and eventually Kazooie across 5 major worlds accessed from Spiral Mountain. Similar to other Banjo games, you gather Jiggies, musical notes, honeycombs, free some Jinjos, and even participate in minigames like fishing and target shooting. Unlike the console game's full 3D style, this one shifts to an isometric 2D overhead presentation. They of course had to do this to make it work on the Game Boy Advance, while still feeling like a Banjo-Kazooie game. What makes this game nostalgic is that voice acting that you're used to. The jibber jabber from Banjo, the wacky transformations into a mouse, octopus, and even tank, the epic soundtrack that echoes the N64 originals. If you played this back when you were younger, chances are you remember the surprise of seeing Banjo-Kazooie on a handheld and wondering how they pulled it off. And while it may not have reached the heights of the console classics, it still captured a lot of the charm. If you dust off your old Game Boy Advance or fire up a retro emulator, make sure to give this one a chance. Those little worlds still carry a lot of that rare magic. Were you a fan of Banjo-Kazooie as a kid? Or do you know anybody that's a fan? If so, ask them.